Hey, this is the all-new Peugeot 508. Well, soon after Peugeot revamped or redesigned their SUVs, the 3008 and 5008 and the 2008. Well, now they've turned to the 508, their family sedan or executive sedan. And well, true enough, it's changed. It looks more sporty. Well, to begin with, the car in red definitely looks more sporty, and lengthwise it is 3 inches shorter, and the wheelbase wise as well, it's 1 inch shorter, but that makes it more sporty. Talking about sportiness, this whole car design is called the fastback design. Well, you've heard it before. I would say A7 probably is the most prominent proponent, and well, recently even Honda Accord moved to the fastback, sportback sort of a design. Well, it looks really good, and Peugeot has done a really good job in making this the sportback design. Look at that. That makes a lot more space possible, and even more than that, it is about the sporty design. Well, a family sedan is not just looking good. Well, you can be as sporty as you want, but if it doesn't fit in people, well, so as I told you, it's slightly shorter, for the sake of being more sporty and aggressive, but well, that doesn't compromise on space. Probably a bit for people who are really tall, but then that's when, that's the hazard, that the occupational hazard, that design hazard that comes with any fastback or sportback. You slightly compromise on the headroom. Well, so for a sportback, an executive car, things should be going on in the front. And to start with, I love doing this. Well, the most prominent feature about the new Peugeot is its steering, which is not just flat-bottomed, but it has a flat top as well, more like an aircraft steering. This is probably the most charming aspect of the drive. This makes you feel that you're handling, it even makes the car feel like, it's better than the way it, really handles. So the different sort of gear design, the gear shift design, the flat. Now this could be any German car. It almost looks like the console of the Porsche. And look at the 10-inch screen here, which is pretty good, and stylish designs. Stylish operating buttons. There's a capacitive screen, but in the 10-inch screen, the visual area is about 6 inches here. The rest of it is for buttons, and very neatly, elegantly done. The materials are quite soft touch, foam, premium looking, and this wide driver information cluster is really out of this world. This makes it, this cockpit is quite unique in the whole automobile market right now. Now, apart from that, you have sunroofs and all that, and well, I found it a little difficult to keep my hand either here or here while driving, but that's a little bit of inconvenience while driving. But otherwise, the handling is pretty good. Power-wise, it still has the 1.6 liter engine. That is Peugeot's magic engine, which gives 165 horsepower in this car and 240 Newton meters of torque. There is, unless you're unfairly aggressive, you don't have any reason to be disappointed. Now, how does other aspects of handling? How does the fuel economy work? How much does it take to get to 0 to 100? All those things. Well, read about it all if you're interested in the car. Especially, we only have the GT line in the UAE, and that's one price package. It's got a very good driver assistance package as well, including it brakes itself, and it measures distance between the car in front and you, as well as blind spot, and there are provisions for night vision. So more about the package and everything, how it performs, in my comprehensive review on drivemeonline.com. So if you're interested, read that. Now this brings us to the end of my preview to a review of the Peugeot 508.